rooster in the henhouse. Take thy beak from out my heart. Bruce Wayne, n'est-ce pas?
Most of the time.
I know who you are.
Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack. Mean kid, bad seed, hurt people.
I like him already.
Yeah, you know, the problem was he got sloppy. You know, crazy. He started to lose it. He had a head full of bad wiring, I guess. Couldn't keep it straight up here. He was the kind of guy who couldn't hear the train till it was 2 feet from him. You know what happened to this guy, Jack? Wow. Made mistakes. And then he had us. Lights out! Now you want to get nuts! Come on! Let's get nuts.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
What?
I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound of it. Never rub another man's rhubarb. Why is it every time that I come here, somebody always gets in the way? I'll need a moment alone, boys. I'm only laughing on the outside. My smile is just skin deep. If you could see inside, I'm really crying. You might join me for a weep.
That poor young man trapped in a hideous life with that nasty queen. It's a heart-wrenching situation. It is certainly some kind of human traffic situation. Hopefully that young man will live long enough to gain his freedom from that effeminate old alligator. His wrinkles are so deep I remember reading that comment on Reddit. A grown man going after his audience member, causing fear and confusion. Peter lives for aggressive moments like this. He's always up for a fight. He loves to get his insane fanny pack after people. Their brains are merged with his. Their nasty attacks and bizarre behavior mimic his own. It's a clear indication of his narcissistic personality. Not all YouTubers create or encourage this dynamic with their audience, but Peter does. The presence of flying monkeys is a diagnostic tool of the narcissist. Peter thinks it's amazing when they attack people in his comments section. He brags about it. He targets YouTubers with severe mental illnesses, mocking them and accusing them of being in control of their manic episodes. Yet he claims to have a graduate degree and that he was a psychotherapist. Some of his biggest lies are physically proven by his current emaciation. He opens his mouth and lies come out. When he gets called out on his deception, he whines, yells, and accuses people of being stalkers. It's ridiculous. He's in his Miami hotel room trying on the hotel robe and talking a bunch of mess about how his personal trainer never worked. I still can't get over how he can lie to his audience every single day. He said he lost 40 pounds slowly and safely. Sure, Jan. That's why his legs look like 2 twigs with his knee bones protruding. I don't know who Gabbie is, but no matter what else she is, she's not a negligent killer. As for how would he feel if she hurt herself, from what I've seen he would feel justified and probably even proud of himself. He can be sued, but clearly his dad pays his way out of things, but he can be sued for defamation, slander. If he doesn't put things in writing, he can't be sued for libel, but defamation and slander are possibilities. This is awesome. Peter has been a flat-out liar from day one. His lard pack is stupid and they gobble up everything he throws at them. It's pathetic. Thank you for your videos. They are great. He once said a wealthy lady friend asked him to write down an amount of money he would need to quit his job and start his own clinic, and he wrote down a number he thought was outrageous and she gave it to him. And that's how he started his practice. He doesn't talk about that anymore. He seems to lie so much it is quite hard to believe anything he says, but he made Tati's thing all about himself. Classic Peter right there. Alex drinks socially, and I find it strange that he married someone who socially drinks often. Apparently he's fine with it and doesn't get tempted. Peter, you need to take a seat, you leathered-faced freak. You already have blood on your hands, and have proven that you have not grown or shown any remorse. It is beyond gross that you are acting this way. You love attacking the vulnerable. You are nasty to the core. This is beyond disgusting. Sitting on your bed screaming like a fool. Take that baton of yours and shove. You pawned yourself off as a therapist and got fired because of your disgusting actions at work. You need to log off. At a certain point, this stops being YouTube drama and starts looking like something a lot more serious, and it's honestly uncomfortable to watch people blur that line for content. What's going on with Gabbie Hanna doesn't feel like typical internet back and forth. It feels like someone who may be going through a genuinely difficult moment, and that should immediately change how others choose to engage. This isn't the time for commentary dressed up as concern while still centering criticism, and it's definitely not the time to keep inserting yourself into the narrative just to keep the views flowing. There's a difference between covering a topic and circling it like it's a spectacle, and right now that distinction seems to be getting conveniently ignored. When creators continue to harp on someone who appears vulnerable, it doesn't come across as accountability, it comes across as opportunistic and frankly a bit reckless. That's why voices like Rich Luck stepping in and saying enough actually matter, because it highlights what should be obvious. If someone looks like they're struggling, the humane response is to step back, not double down and keep the spotlight burning. Pushing past that boundary isn't bold commentary, it's overstepping, full stop. And at the end of the day, no amount of views, clicks, or engagement is worth contributing to a situation that could potentially make things worse for someone who may already be having a hard time. Sometimes the most responsible thing a creator can do is log off, redirect, and remember that not everything needs to be turned into content, and the fact that this even needs to be said right now says a lot.
Monn, what a disgusting waste of functioning organs that decent but sickly humans could be making use of. I am so relieved to learn that other people find Peter Munn's atrocity as offensive as I do. As a gay man who has fought for gay rights in the early 80s, I feel a strange embarrassment when I see this guy. He is openly gay, but all of his traits are the negative, stereotypical ones that we fought so hard to dispel as myth. He is an embarrassment to the gay community, and an embarrassment to human beings in general, consent-free both. Peter Monn and Adam McIntyre, I just want to hang my head. I feel like they are undoing everything. What really stings is that they both have done such damage to colleagues. Ballinger, who truly has been a champion for gay rights. I wonder what she must think now after spending so much energy in support of gay people, only to end up having these gay guys her both personally and professionally. Peter deleted his demonic and disgusting Tumblr account. Real quick, his account was perverse and evil. I read descriptions of it on several online platforms, but when I saw it for myself, I knew something was wrong with Peter does this. The more people are reminded of his deleted Tumblr and his harassment of John K. and everything else, just because Peter screams and rants about James and Jeffrey or whoever he's currently targeting doesn't mean it's true. Peter insists that Jeffrey is broke, but in reality he has broken sales records on TikTok live streams. Nothing Peter says is based in any sort of reality. When he came back crying about John ruining his Christmas, that was one for the books. Wow, his crazy fanny pack were harassing John. Peter was obsessed with John. Peter's past speaks for itself. He claims it's a job to harass and lie about people on his drama channel. That's a bunch of BS too. He lives in perpetual denial about his actions. Instead he waves his baton like he's the morality police of social media. It's insane and hypocritical to know, and Peter has a history of harassing and obsessively making drama videos about other people. John told the truth about that. Peter is proof that being loud doesn't make a person right. To an outsider looking in, it's clear that PM is obsessed with someone solely because of their outward physical beauty, and will lash out and try to distort someone he wants but can never have. That's what it looks like from outside anyway. I guess throwing in a big amount of jealousy about not being physically beautiful himself, which does not matter. A relate to y'all. While someone is beautiful on the inside, loving the song, all your lyrics are absolute gold. Good luck to Joe, hi Peter, with their report. On to the video. This is so vile. Here's the part of someone that is clearly being honest with him from the start that they aren't interested in him is vile. This is the person who's selfish, irresponsibility. K-I-L-E-D, someone, and it didn't change his life one single tiny little bit. If anything, it made him worse. A man is no longer alive, and it's because of this person. Good for you for not backing down or quitting. Someday maybe justice will happen. I just saw that before I typed this. There are 50 replies to the original comment. BM is in a twist and losing what was left of his mind. I didn't need to read his replies because it scared him, and I'm not wasting my time on that plus told you. Watch out! Now he's had sex with you. Oh, oh, oh.